Welcome, Brenda, to Business Beat. It is so awesome to be here in your studio. What inspired you as an entrepreneur to go into the cosmetics industry?
It actually happened by chance. I was quite sportive at school. I wanted to go and study physiotherapy, but at the last minute I decided to maybe go overseas.
Okay.
My boyfriend then at that time decided that he didn't want to go overseas anymore, and he was already enrolled in university. So I was late. So I physically just enrolled in the shortest possible course I can do, just to keep myself busy. And it happened to be beauty therapy, sumatology.
And did you have to study some kind of business course as well?
As part of the sumatology course, it's not only about how to do a facial or how to wax. There are business subjects as part of the course, psychology subjects and things like that. But I think the most of my experience and knowledge I gained when I worked for the Plastical company. I worked for them for a period of 10 years. And them being a national big corporate company, I obviously absorbed a lot of the knowledge and information of running your own business.
So you talk about beauty, you talk about creativity, you talk about inspiration and art, but there's also an education element to what you're doing.
With MUD, which obviously stands for Makeup Designatory, it's a brand from the United States. It originated in North Hollywood in 1997. It actually started as a makeup school. It grew into the second campus being the New York campus. And from there, the MUD Studio franchises grew. So we have more than 87 makeup schools, which we refer to as the MUD Studio, that's the registered business, around the globe. And all of the schools around the world follow the same curriculum that what our main campuses of New York and Los Angeles follows.
Oh, wow.
And also our education is accredited through the Department of Education of America.
So if you study at your school here in South Africa, you could go and work in New York or anywhere else and your qualification will be recognized.
Exactly. You can even start a course in South Africa. Yeah. You can go and finish it in Milan, in Belgium, Los Angeles, New York, because it's exactly the same curriculum.
How long is the course?
So we've got 3 different programs, and then we've got about 8 or 9 individual courses. So it all depends on what the career purpose of the student is. What does she want or he or she want to do afterwards?
In business, it's so important for you to look the brand, and to be the brand that you represent. How have you found the uptake of your products in a very difficult economy?
Well, we started with MUD in South Africa in 2012. It's important to note that we're not on retail shelves, so we're not in chain stores like your big chains in terms of grocery or cosmetics or clothing stores. We mainly supply the professional market. So we're basically supplying professional makeup artists, salons, makeup studios, image consultants, beauty and makeup academies. I mean, things that we did, for example, we did SAMAs, we sponsored SAMAs, we do Afrikaans is groot. We had brand ambassadors, 5FM for example, we had Sareshni Ryder, Fix Moeti. Currently we also have Willem Botha, Leah, Karen Zoid. So things like that helped our brand to get well known. And that's basically how we started,
Is the marketing really just about word of mouth and your ambassadors, or do you have social and digital marketing as part of your advertising and marketing plan?
So in a normal business, the clever business coaches, they would normally tell you that there's a certain percentage that you need to spend on marketing. I've always gone over that, They normally say when you start a business, you always need more. But then when you're in the air and you're going, then obviously then it will just float by itself. I have not yet seen that my marketing budget had to decline, because as the years progressed from 2012 until where we are now, the economy became tougher and tougher. The rand weakened, and we've had lots of instability in our country. So you had to obviously just do more and keep on spending and keep on doing marketing in order for your brand to be known. And also, I mean, when we started with importing the mud brand to the South African country, by that time, there was not a lot of professional makeup products exclusively for the professional artists.
Right.
Now, the reason why I wanted to bring the product in the country is because you can go to any hair salon and they would have hair products exclusive for the hairdressers. You can go to any beauty salon and they would have skincare products exclusive for them. But in 2012, when I started, that was a gap in the market.
Of course.
There wasn't makeup products exclusive for the makeup artist or image consultant.
Okay.
I wanted my clients to benefit from promoting my brand and using my product.
So Brenda, why is it so important for an individual to use a good quality product?
Well, I always say you get what you pay for. It's about quality. Now, a client would come in and say she would put her makeup on in the morning. By 11 o'clock, it looks like she hasn't even applied any makeup. So that's the one reason. But also a very important reason that people must also consider before they buy makeup is you must remember that your skin is an organ. Your skin has the ability to absorb. And if you're using products which is not FDA approved or which does not have an EU grading or wherever you get your products from, chances are there might be ingredients in that products, like we all familiar with the lead that you can get in a lipstick.
Yes.
They use lead to make lipstick last longer on the lips, but we all know that lead is carcinogenic. So continued use of that, and you know, if you have the hormone or the cancer cells in your body, that lead might obviously just stimulate it. And
I don't think consumers know that lead is actually a primary ingredient in some of the bad lipsticks.
And it's not only lead. Let's say, for example, in our product range, all our foundations is silicone based, which is a beautiful. We use the higher cosmetic grade silicone, which is called dimethicone, but you do get the non-cosmetic silicone, which is almost like plastic for your skin. And people don't know this.
It must feel horrible on your skin.
Yeah, so ingredients your skin can absorb, the quality of the product, how long the product lasts, the pigment payout, allergies. There are loads of reasons why people should invest in a quality, professional product instead of just going for something
cheap and nasty.
You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. And then learning to put on your makeup, do you offer the ordinary person a chance to sit in the chair and learn how to put on everyday makeup?
Yeah. So
awesome.
At Mud Studios, we've got a few studios around the country. We do makeup applications, we do hairstyling, we do weddings, we do lash and brow services. But also one of the very popular services is makeup lessons. You can do one-on-one, or you can come with your sister or your mom, or we host it as a group session, which is then a makeup workshop.
Like a tea party at my home.
Yes.
So
bridal bachelor parties, they also book that for the bridesmaids.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
This industry is so enormous, but what I marvel about you as an entrepreneur, not only did you see a gap in the market for professionals, you've also seen an opportunity to provide skills development and training for professionals and for ordinary people, but you've also expanded your business offering. If you had one piece of advice to give to an up-and-coming entrepreneur, what would that piece of advice be?
If you're not in it for the long haul, then please don't consider it, because you know the Jewish has a saying, it takes 1,000 days for your business where you can start seeing a return of investment. In tougher times like in our business, yes, you do see an investment, but it will take longer and it's much harder. For me, the second thing is your team.
Right.
Yeah. Invest in your team.
Yes.
That's very important, because the people working with you and working for you will be the ones building your business. So it's very important.
Thank you, Brenda. I've learned so much about cosmetics, about the industry, and from you, just from a practical business perspective. I wish you everything of the best.
Thank you.
During these tough times, and may your business grow from strength to strength.
Thank you. Thanks, Odette.